Good morning, Crypto Chaos. How's it going, guys? Here we go again. More Crypto Chaos. Different day. Ohio gozaimasu. Yes, how's it going, guys? How's it going? Of course, this is the Crypto Otaku, where you come for the the news, but you stay for the chaos. Oh, man. I'm still feeling it from last night, guys. I'm still feeling it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, boy. All right. All right, we got, of course, Cliff here this morning. We got Nebula Nerd. Good morning, guys. Nebula Nerd also here. And dude, konnichiwa. Yeah, ohayou gozaimasu. Yeah, Cody, good morning. Crypto Chaos, guys. Good morning, Cody. Grand Rising, of course. Otaku and Chaos family. We got Gamma Goddess. Let's get this money, guys. Let's get this money. OG Bobbin. You also hear Master Tuck. I found a grand piano to buy. 300,000. What a bargain. 300 grand? Oh my God. Holy hell! Damn. Only cost 3 baby grand bitcoins. What a bargain, says Easy. Yes, good morning, family. Yamaha grand piano. CFX. Oh my gosh. Says Bobbin. Yes, yeah, Nebula, I need a crypto rock and roll music. Nebula in the morning? You need crypto rock in the morning? All right, let me know if the rest of you guys feel the same. I can mix it up. I can definitely mix it up if you guys want. Yeah, I do want to ask a question though. Very important question. Okay. What is your what is your favorite noodle? We were going back and forth. we were going back and forth last night. All sorts of crazy stuff happening. Oh my God, what is going on? All right. I guess we're gonna do it that way. Yes, let's go back to the chat. I lost the chat again. Okay. Yeah. Are we gonna be able to afford a Lambo? Says Danny. I don't know, man. Are we close? Soon?
When will then be now?
Are you gonna really spend all of it on a Lambo? You better not. Better not. Bobbin says soon. Very, says Nebula. And good morning, Gamma and Nebula and Cody, guys, in the chat. Good morning. Yeah, good afternoon, Danny, as well. Geez, Bobbin. Peace and blessings coming from Andude, and Grand Rising at Danny coming from Gamma Goddess, passing out coffee this morning. Thank you, Gamma. We appreciate you. Definitely need this coffee this morning. Cody says pad seyu beef. What? What are you having, some Thai food this morning? What's going on? And then Crypto JPEG. Yeah, Otaku, this degen is checking in. Crypto JPEG doing more of that, doing more of those leverage trades, my guy. Be careful. All right, guys, let's get started. Well, I do have a few things I want to show you from Bloomberg that came out this morning. A few little updates. They're just kind of fun, and we, of course, getting us up to date with some of our narratives. We do still have Bitcoin at the same level I thought we were going to be at. So again, more winning. Although this is not powered by Crypto Magic, this is powered by me. So yes, more winning, guys. More winning.
So much, you may even get tired of winning.
Man.
You say, please, too much winning. Can't take it anymore.
Happy to see our average is back to about 97%. So we're almost there. I think a couple more days we'll be back to our average again. Right now we're at 96%. All right, so yeah, this is what we're looking at here on the channel. Bitcoin, of course, last night we were like, I don't know. We could not get it to confirm a breakout right down here. This is where we were last night. Right around midnight was when we kind of gave up and quit. But I did do a prediction, and look at this. Who else can do this? Of course, predicting everything based on overall sentiment and psychology in the market. 114.9 right now. Of course, America sucks. We're gonna, of course, send that down to Pound Town to the the bull trend line. Still bullish, guys. Still bullish. My computer, man, is barely able to handle this stuff anymore. So that's where we are today. Hopefully we do see a little bit of a breakdown and maybe a retest of this bull trend line. If we do fall down to 114 flat, that would be kind of good for Bitcoin to come back up in a bigger fashion. It would be easier for us to smash through the $120,000 gap. We have a pretty clear gap right now. And the gap I mean there's nothing. there's no price action set up according to last night. Let's refresh this. There's a little bit floating in there now, very, very faintly, coming in between 120 and where we are right now. We basically smashed through everything last night. If we zoom on in here and take a look, we smashed through everything last night. up to about 117K. And so that's where now the bears are setting up shop just a little bit higher. Look at this. This was all cleared out yesterday. Now it's starting to load in here as we get started into Friday. 120K. Bears are setting up again. Oh my God, if we just stopped trading this damn thing, it would have been $1 million years ago, according to Ray Dalio. But yeah, brought to you by Kimber the White Snow Lion. Don't pay for something you get free.
What, you stupid?
Live book map on YouTube. Again, there's plenty of guys out there, but Kimber's my favorite. Yes. And last night we were just waiting for Palpy to just do it, man. Just do it. The same thing this morning.
Do it.
Do it. Looks like the bulls are getting started so far. Yeah, they have some ground to take right out the gate this morning. Okay, that's your current Bitcoin update. I do want to get into some of the stuff that Bloomberg's been talking about this morning. They're still talking, but I want to. Yeah, there's some headlines I wanted to talk about. If I can get this, there we go. I did save this one. Check a look at this one.
The U.S. will urge its allies.
Update on Ukraine, the war tensions with oil and India and all this stuff, and last but not least, what was the other one? Damn it, I already forgot. Well, here, it's a pretty good clip.
G7 to impose tariffs as high as 100% on China and India for their purchases of Russian oil. The proposal calls for restrictive trade measures on both imports and exports, all of that to curb the flow of Russian energy in an effort to end the war in Ukraine. Oil markets erased yesterday's drop on that news. And Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent will meet with China's Vice Premier in Madrid next week to discuss trade, economic, and national security issues. It's another sign that talks between the two sides are heating up. The discussions will also cover TikTok's status and efforts to combat money laundering.
And the Winklevoss twins.
Stock, the crypto firm run by the Winklevoss twins, starts trading today. The firm raised $425 million in an IPO, pricing its stock above the marketed range and shrinking the number of shares. The firm offers a crypto exchange, a U.S. dollar-backed stablecoin, and a credit card that offers crypto rewards. So it has been a big stretch for IPOs. Klarna just earlier this week. Elsewhere, shares of RH you can see sliding in the pre-market.
All right. So that's your quick little update on some of our narratives. I'm happy to see two of them back to back, actually. Let's take a look at our current narratives list we got going. We do have about a minute and a half until the market bell rings. Yeah, so our current narratives right now. Lisa Cook, is she still cooked? We don't know. Fed rate cut 25 or 50%. We're going to find out in just a few days, guys. 5 days. So look at the thumbnail. 5 days. Fear of government shutdown September 30th. Still could happen. Trump x Zelensky, peace talks with of course, Ukraine and Russia. Is Trump going to do the taco thing? I don't know. And then when 1,000 subs, right out the gate this morning, guys. All right, guys, if you haven't hit the like yet, hit the like, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. We're getting close to that 1,000 target. Come on, guys, let's hit it. Oh my God. All right, and then the other one, of course, being the President Xi meeting with Trump in October. We still don't have the exact dates. We are sending Besson out there, looks like next week. So that's at least bullish for that narrative. We have the Fed meeting for stablecoin tokenization and AI payments innovation on Tuesday, October 21st, and the SEC to host a public Bitcoin a crypto roundtable on October 17th. Alien invasion coming in November. We've got Cynthia Lummis calling for the Clarity Act to pass before Thanksgiving. That's the goal. Genius fully activated, of course, 120 days, 18 months from August. All right. That's the earliest we could get is 120 days. Besson versus Polte, rumor of a UFC fight on the White House lawn in June of 2026. That's way far out there. I don't even know if I want that on the list anymore. We'll keep that going as things progress. Okay, here we go. Open bell should be happening here soon.
I'm Danny Berger. We hit a record yesterday. It was our 24th so far of the year. In fact, it was the 4th record in the past 8 trading days. We take a break from that this morning. NASDAQ goes higher. That also hit a record yesterday. It's 22nd, while small caps flagged this morning as higher yields and higher oil prices push those. But a lot of bullish calls. All right, we've got our opening bell, and hey, IPOs are back. We have IPOs everywhere. Over here at the NASDAQ.
You get an IPO, and you get an IPO, and you get an IPO.
We have Via. Remember them? I honestly didn't realize that they still existed. Kind of that transportation Uber-like company. They're going to be going public today, as is over here Gemini. They're
Gemini,
also going to be going
Winklevoss
public,
twins.
the many
There they
crypto
are.
offering company with the crypto bros and I think like 4 crypto ladies here at the exchange representing that. You got the Winklevoss twins in the middle clapping it up. And
Really?
we will bring
You
you
guys
those
still saying
IPO
crypto
pricings
bros? Wow.
as we start to get them. So a lot of excitement in this market. Again, IPOs are back, as are the big Hollywood roll-up mega mergers. Warner Brothers Discovery, that on the upside here at the opening, up 7 1/3%, extending gains on news that Paramount Skydance is preparing for a takeover bid. Then you also had Adobe earnings yesterday. Everybody wants to Photoshop themselves with AI, with, I don't know, like
The
rainbows
Microsoft
and unicorns behind
OpenAI,
them, or
yep.
make them look better.
OpenAI
Adobe
news
shares up
popping off.
2.3%.
Jeez,
Strong
3%.
earnings forecast that showed its AI efforts are paying off. And then finally, Microsoft, not as high as it was in the future trade, but still up about 0.5%. OpenAI saying that it's closer to a deal with shareholder Microsoft to convert into a for-profit company, which includes at least $100 billion in equity for its nonprofit
I can confirm
arm.
Adobe's AI is getting a lot better.
And we are back with Morgan Stanley Investment Management Senior Portfolio Manager Andrew Slimman. Andrew, I want to get to the point of IPOs coming back. Klarna earlier this week, Via apparently, Gemini. We have a mega merger coming from media.
I don't know if I want to hear the ramblings of him today. All right, guys, let's see what else we got going on in the chat before we continue on forward with some of the breaking news today. All right. Looks like an inverse head and shoulders forming on the daily, says and dude James. Let's take a look what's going on with some of you guys in the chat. And dude Cliff, good morning. Good morning, Super Danny, Super Cody coming out with more of those fire and musical notes there. Thank you again, my man. Thank you. I love it. Love to see the chaos in the chat. Yes, soon, very soon for the Lambos, guys. When Lambo? Good afternoon, Danny. Yes, Baban. Peace and blessings, since Andrew James. Grand Rising at Danny, to Gamma Goddess, and then of course, the Cody, the Patsu beef. What is that? You're getting some Thai food this morning, it seems like. Crypto JPEG. So Taku is G-Gen checking in. Let me know what's going on with that trade, that current trade you got there, Crypto JPEG. Andrew James says, looks like an inverse head and shoulders all forming on the daily. Let's take a look what he's talking about. I'm assuming on Bitcoin. Let's get here. Let's clean up some of this from last night. These are some ideas that could play out after the market open. The idea was if we could get between here and here, we could see a pump maybe back towards if we could fall back down to 114,000, we could push this ball higher and higher and higher on Bitcoin. All right, so let's clean this one up here. All right, there we go. Okay, so you're talking about an inverse head and shoulder on the daily. Let's take a look real quick for Andude. See if there's anything forming out there. Yes, it looks like it is. Look at that. 100% correct there, my man. Textbook. Inverted head and shoulders forming. Yes, it is. And of course, this also could fill up like a cup and handle. If you're going out to the weekly, maybe it looks like more like a cup and handle on the weekly. This will take a while to play out, but the idea is that let me go back to the daily again. I just do it this way. We get this to fill up to the top of the cup, 124,000. That's the previous all-time high. And then the breakout would take us somewhere between the length of this pull to the upside. Let's see what we got here. After we get a little bit of a handle, maybe. $142,000 Bitcoin on that breakout, guys. That would be insane if possibly true. I've been waiting on something like this for a while, guys. It's insane. We've all been waiting for it. And where are we going? I mean, this kind of lines up with the overall macro trend. I've been calling for this here for a while. It's up 300%. This would be the macro. If I can zoom out and show you guys the whole thing I've got going on the chart. I've had these up since 2021. This is basically the call for diminishing returns. We've already smashed through this and invalidated it. So again, I'm happy to see that already happened. When we did hit 124,000, maybe we didn't totally break it yet. We're a little on the low side. I guess it's a little. We're a little on the low side. We did wick right on top of it though, so I want to see this totally get destroyed. I drew this up and made this all back in the last bear market. So I would love to see that happen. I got all these pins, of course, coming in for you guys. You guys are all calling for different predictions. Let me know what you guys are feeling in the chat, because it's been a while since we got any new predictions on the channel from the community. Oh my gosh, do I get this chart back to normal? I think the next one up is it Jake the Snake? I think Jake the Snake's called for $150,000 Bitcoin. You know what? If this cup and handle plays out to the upside and takes us all the way to that $140,000. I'm going to give it to you, Jake. He's calling for $150,000 Bitcoin. Let me know what you guys are calling for. I think that's by the 30th, if I remember correctly. I got to go out to the larger time frame to see it. Yeah, right around the 30th of this month. So towards the end of this month, he's calling for a huge breakout on Bitcoin. All right, let's get back into the chat, finish that up, and then we're going to get back into some headlines before we miss some stuff, guys. I don't want to miss any news. And dude, James says, looks like 10%, 100%. I just did a whole rant about it now. Damn you. Moving to 126K pullback in October, breakout sometime in November. If you want me to put that in, and dude, let me know. Let me know. I'll add it to the chart. Yeah, I'll add your name to the chart. 126,000. Give me a date though. Give me a date. Besson goes to fight China. Again, we play Price is Right rules. The closest without going over. Ramona won the last time. She was the last winner we had on the channel. Okay, so yes, good morning, Strawberry Dragons. Good morning. Yeah, we had 124,000 and we lost it the same day. No, a day after or whatever it was. But she still won. She still won that prediction. Besson goes to fight China, says King of Ohio. Yeah. I'm gonna kick his ass. Oh, I can see it. I can definitely see it. Oh my God, King of Ohio. Yeah, I mean, Besson really reminds us of King of the Hill. That's definitely been a trend. His face, everything. I mean, just everything. He wears glasses. He's got a southern accent. He's from North Carolina, I believe. Yeah, Cody ringing the bell. Yes, ringing the bell. What's up, Cody? Says King of Ohio. Yes, Jake, what's brothers up? Yes, Diamond Hands, guys. Diamond Hands in the chat. Guys, we're almost there. Don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid until the before the bull run, guys. Diamond Hand this shit. All right, chat esta mucho loco. 100% Danny. Por vida. Chaos. Por vida. King of Ohio says El Chato is Gato. Is that King of Ohio? Yes, yeah, just a big chillin' Cody Bakula. Oh my God. Lines up with the more of the J-Pal thing. Yeah, the J-Pal thing. After his speech to sell the news, yes, I'm telling you, if we only get 25 basis points, there's a good chance we're going to see a bit of a dump, a flash crash on next Wednesday. And it's not going to be like a long, I mean, it's going to be short-lived, but still, that's what I'm predicting. Crypto JPEX has closed out of 1,350% on Doge yesterday, rolled in $50 in the Doge again, woke up and made another 500%. And a 350% on yesterday. Nice JPEG. Degen bastard. I was depressed on Wednesday when my account was down $28. Now I'm also back to G-Bar. Leverage is wild, but I'm not getting crazy. Just little plays at a time. Nice crypto JPEG. That's how you keep your money, man. Don't do the 100x leverage or anything crazy. Let's see. Yeah, nice. I have an address filtering on Coinbase so I can send out USDT to BTCC until it clears tomorrow, says Danny. King of Ohio says, I made $2 from my short a couple days ago. Whatever gets you by. King of Ohio. Yes, Super Danny Austin taking 48 hours for Coinbase to accept a new address. My God. Another layer of security I added, but it can be a pain. Yes, it can be a pain. Give me a dump. Peach. Oh my God. What the hell, King of Ohio? All right, guys, let's get back to it. Bitcoin is, speaking of dumps, Bitcoin is dumping right now. Maybe it's attempting to form a little bit of a handle, but we're not even at the top of the cup yet. So this may take a little longer to play out. All right, so that's the idea anyway. It's an idea. Okay, so where are we? Let's get back into the news, guys. Let's see what the headlines we had to pull up today. See what's breaking. All right, stocks are a little changed after a big rally this week as Fed decision looms. We got 5 days, guys, 5 days and count them. Getting into a weekend, and then we're pretty much into next week and the Fed decision on Wednesday. Trump says Charlie Kirk's shooting suspect is in custody. That's of course good for America if you believe the FBI in any capacity. David Ellison has wasted no time putting a stamp on Paramount. We got Apple, Google, Meta are trying to perfect a science fiction gadget, universal translator. I think we've already had that. We've had it. You can dial it into a certain language and then just kind of run with it, and you put them in your ears and be done. But they're looking for the all-in-one universal translator. All right, so yeah, Apple, Google, and Meta are capitalizing on advancements in AI to bring a translation device that features the latest hardware devices. For Apple, live translation is a key selling point for AirPods Pro 3, which company available on Tuesday with a new $250 earbuds that go on sale next week. Translation is emerging as a key background in technology industry as AI gets good enough to translate languages as quickly as people speak. Yes. Definitely AI is the technology to do it. Trump says the National Guard will deploy to Memphis next, sidestepping Chicago. That's interesting. They want to go to Memphis, Tennessee first. Donald Trump said on Friday that the National Guard will be deployed on Memphis, Tennessee to address crime in the city. The president has previously floated bringing the Guard to Chicago and other cities as well this year. All right, so we're just doing a grand tour of our National Guard, putting them to use, I guess. 3 underappreciated stocks. In the fund. Fintech firm Lendbuzz to file for an IPO. You get an IPO. Everyone gets an IPO. Surprise twist: Armani's will instruct her heirs to gradually sell fashion brand to seek listing. How Russia's salami slicing strategy is testing the West. What? Who the hell wrote that headline? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Salami slicing refers to the war games tactic of taking a series of gradual steps to achieve strategic goals without provoking a significant counter response. Salami slicing, really? Russia's unprecedented violation of Polish airspace on Wednesday is widely seen as an example of this. Analysts say that the tough political and military response will be enough to deter Russian Vladimir Putin in the future. Okay. Untitled United CEO says he expects struggling Spirit Airlines to go out of business. We have anything else? We do have we have Gemini, of course, getting IPO listing today. Microsoft sidestepping hefty EU fine with Teams unbundling deal. All right, I think we're done with CNBC's headlines this morning. Let's do a roundup of the news, see what's going on over there, and then take a look at some of Fox Business's headlines. Morrison Coors cut Barclays. Okay, I don't care. Let's go to Fox Business real quick and see what they're talking about. They're on break, and CNBC. All right, Jim Cramer speaks with Apple CEO Tim Cook at a Corning plant in Hydersburg, Kentucky,
to produce every iPhone glass back and front in this factory.
We're talking about things that aren't supposed to be able to happen. We're talking about an old plant. Americans who supposed to not be able to do anything nearly as good as people in Asia. I'm not being jingoistic here. I am being proud. This is an amazing place, and these two marvelous companies together have created something that I think is very different, Carl, from the previous generation phone. I would just drop it because I know it'll be fine, but then that would be, that's just theater. I don't go for theater. This is the real thing, and it's made right here, this glass.
Smash it, Kramer, smash it. I want to see it.
You don't go for theater, although those guys behind you, but everybody else I've seen behind you has the white. I've seen a lot of white, lab coats. I'd love to see in one, Jim.
I might put something on. I mean, why not for a little artifice? Look, we are going to talk extensively about China, we're going to talk a lot about India. We'll talk about tariffs, talk about President Trump. But I also want to talk about, to Wendell Weeks, the fact that his stock's at a 52-week high. And the reason it is because of its partnership with NVIDIA and what it does in the data center. It is huge in the data center, yet nobody talks about it. It drives me crazy.
Jim, we should probably if we're going to talk manufacturing, we should at least touch on this Hyundai plant in Georgia and the South Korean workers that landed in Seoul overnight. I mean, the South Koreans, they're not pleased with the way their workers were detained and videotaped in shackles. And I wonder if you think that'll be a suppressant on foreign investment.
Well, I do know that of the countries that have been doing what the president wants, I would say South Korea, Mexico, and then Japan. So this was, when you're looking for allies, you found one in South Korea, and this doesn't help that relationship one bit. So I think you're absolutely right to focus on it.
Something else I want to talk about is Adobe. We didn't get to the numbers, Jim. We were obviously.
I knew you were going to go Adobe. I knew you were going Adobe.
Well, I mean, it is one of the bigger companies, certainly one of the ones that reported earnings. They raised their fiscal 25 digital media. Yeah. All right. Stock's down. Stock's down about 1.5% after looking up in the pre-market.
Yeah, okay, so people bought it up 20 and then up 10, but they didn't realize it was in the conference call, is so much of what they did in those record numbers is raising price. It's not getting new customers. Now, they do have some new customers, obviously, but when you raise price in order to be able to make it in the software as a service business, people are seeing through that, and they're saying, you know what, no matter how much AI they have, and they have a lot, more than 5 billion AI, it's not enough. David, you know what this is like? You know it's like Salesforce. Those are the two that keep coming up as being able to be cannibalized by themselves because of what you can do with AI. I have to think Adobe had a good quarter, but I recognize if you're just talking about price increases, that's what happened.
Yeah, and I know you're very focused on CRM as well for any number of obvious reasons. Certainly you followed the company closely for so many years. And it is an important sort of reflection of, to the extent that agentic AI actually, even though they're embracing it, can it hurt their overall business in terms of the number of seats, for example, that they're getting paid for when they're selling their services to various companies?
Seat shrinkage is the story. That's the operative term you're going to be hearing going forward. The number of seats are shrinking. Now, the new plans that Salesforce has is a consumption model. In other words, it's not about losing seats, but the old Salesforce seats could go down because you can develop product. You can develop with AI a lot of tools that make it so that you can do this stuff yourself. I think these are two fantastic companies. But you know what? That just doesn't matter, David.
No, it may not. Guys, I did want to circle back to, towards the top of our hour. Warner Brothers shares continue.
All right. We got pretty much the skinny what's going on right now on our market. Or in TradFi anyway. We do still have about 10 or 12 minutes until we get the crypto news out of the oven. Let's see what else we have here going on. Exchange operator MIAX, launches new trading floor. Okay. I think this is relative.
Let's create an environment where floor brokers and market makers could come down here. And also, there's a very favorable tax climate. When you look at some of the Northeast cities, New York, Philly, Chicago, you've got large state taxes. Here in Florida, there's no state tax. So people pick up an immediate 10 or 12% raise just by being in this very business-friendly jurisdiction. That's number one. Number two, there's a great talent pool, and it's getting stronger and stronger. What started out during the pandemic as a temporary relocation has become a full-fledged financial services migration, and we're really excited about being able to hire folks in the Miami area.
Yeah, well, this exchange is really cool because you're doing options primarily at the moment with plans to expand, obviously.
Right.
Talk to us about how retail fits into that crowd. Miami is known for its appeal to the retail crowd, perhaps overtaking the traditional New York institutional crowd at some point in the future. What does that look like? Yeah,
this is one of the most exciting secular tailwinds that we have in our business right now. It's the explosive growth in retail trading. It really kind of started
Miami
during the pandemic.
Exchange.
People were home. They had access to easy.
I don't think they offer any crypto offerings, at least from their website. I don't see anything. Their markets pretty much include U.S. options, U.S. equities, futures, and international markets. Maybe they offer some sort of ETFs with some crypto exposure, but that doesn't really do anything for us, guys. All right, moving on from that, let's get back into Fox Business, see if they're back yet from their break. Here they are. They're talking about soon briefing after Trump says suspect is in custody.
Quicker.
We still don't know who that is.
Chris Schwicker. Thanks very much for joining us today. Good to have you on the show today. Thank you very much, sir.
You bet.
Any moment now, officials in Utah give an update on the assassination. President Trump says a person is in custody. We're told his name is Tyler Robinson. The news is coming thick and fast. Stay with us, please, because we got it all for you. We'll be back.
Tyler Robinson. Oh, boy.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers
I want to
55
believe it.
and up.
I just can't trust anything they do or say. Especially when we don't have any... Oh my gosh.
5G home internet.
What?
Setup is easy.
Oh wait, what am I doing?
Switch now to the best
network.
network.
I'm just looking up random pictures of Tyler.
Unlimited phone lines plus 5G
looks
home
like
internet
this guy
for just
here.
$30 each.
I don't know. I mean, from the videos I've seen, I guess. I don't know. He could have been swapped out at any time by a 3-letter agency. You just never know. Okay, so that's who the suspect is currently in that case. Let me get back in the chat, guys, and see what else is going on with you guys. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time talking about that. It's unfortunate. The late Charlie Kirk, father. He was, of course, a very proactive man, a proactive and also provocative man in politics. Oh my gosh, what is going on? And also a Bitcoiner, so don't forget that as well. All right, let's see. I like the 50x plays. I just need 200%. If I get the 1300%, I'm gonna be hood rich soon, says Nebula Nerd. 500 to 100K, here I come. $500 to 100,000. Oh my God. I'd love to see you pull that one off, Nebs. Happy Friday, Joy. Happy Joy. Happy Friday to you as well. I'll talk to family. Much love, and have a great day as well. You too, Joy. Thanks again for stopping on by. King of Ohio says, "Yo, happy Joy, Joyce." Yes. King of Ohio. The South Koreans aren't pleased. Well, the people whose jobs you just stole weren't pleased either. Oh God, King of Ohio, telling it like it is. Cliff says, "So is Memphis, Tennessee, still a location for a large data center power plant location?" Maybe that's what they're doing. They're clearing out some room. King of Ohio says, "Who invited Bill Burr to talk about the economy?" Oof. Cliff says, South Korea might not be too pleased with one of their companies being built and brought online. The South Koreans to train Americans for new power plant jobs. And new plant jobs, like new manufacturing jobs, Cliff. Yeah. They have a busy body call ICE when running for office. I just don't know if the Americans are going to want to do it. They want more money. They want more money. And we're not paying them enough to do it. I was on a customer's site, and some of their operators for their equipment were only making $18 to $20 an hour. That you can't live on that. I mean, you just can't live on that, especially when they're not even working full shifts anymore. Most of these plants, with the hiring freeze and everything else going on with the tariffs, are only working 4 days a week, not 5. So it's tough out there, guys. It's tough out there. J Money says, "Good morning, fam." How's it going, J Money? How's it going? Bulbasaur in the house. How's it going? Wonder what the campaign slogan would look like. I don't know. Jay Moolah in the building, says King of Ohio. Kramer looks like Nancy Pelosi vamp, his neck dry. Dark crystal type shit. Oh my God, Tiny Mouse, you crazy bastard. Strawberry Dragon's here. I don't believe it. We might never find out the real killer. Yeah, I mean, according to the government, it's this Tyler guy. Okay, says Danny. Yes, LOL. Okay, here we go, guys. Yeah, Tiny Mouse is insane. Holy hell. Let's see if we can round up any other talking heads talking about our space in any capacity. We still haven't. I have to get an update. Ooh, we got Bitcoin right there on Bloomberg.
Market over the next 6 to 18 months relating to cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin ETFs are also on fire this year, not quite as much as gold ETFs. But yeah, crypto ETFs are going to be a massive part of the US ETF industry.
Yes! James, that's an insane figure. Is there actually appetite for these ETFs, or are these just issuers pushing them out and hoping for the best?
So I will say there is appetite for a decent chunk of these products. And will they be as successful as the best launch of all time in the Bitcoin ETFs? Probably not, almost certainly not. But we're going to see basket products that are going to offer market cap weighted exposure or different types of exposure to this entire asset class or some portion of it. There are people that want exposure to these other assets, namely Solana and XRP, which we've seen in futures products that are already existing. So there's a long tail of assets. Is there going to be able to be 10 different products on an individual? dual asset and all of them be successful in the way that we have for Bitcoin or Ethereum? Probably not, but issuers are going to throw, they're going to throw spaghetti at the wall and they're going to see what sticks, and all it takes is a couple of those pieces of spaghetti to stick to the wall to be successful for them to keep launching new products. So that's
Speaking of which,
what
what's your favorite noodle?
industry is nowadays. They're just shooting things at the wall and seeing what sticks and leaning into those things that are successful.
The good old spaghetti cannon. Well, at least we'll get some crypto ones this time. James, thank you so much for that. That's
nice.
James Safer, Bloomberg Intelligence ETF analyst, and of course, don't forget to tune into ETF IQ on Monday.
Yeah, I hear more of that every single day now. That it's mostly just going to be Ethereum and Bitcoin that are going to stick. We'll have to see how Solana does, but everyone's pretty much just kind of, at least Wall Street is just kind of heading towards Bitcoin and Ethereum. With what was it? Last night we covered Mr. Wonderful also saying that you just need exposure to Ethereum and Bitcoin, nothing else. He said he's dropping all of his other crypto out of his portfolio and he's just going to chase Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is kind of crazy because he was really a big proponent of Polkadot. All right, guys. So that's what's going on right now with Wall Street and crypto. Guys, we do have, I'm looking at the chat here, and of course the current viewers right now sitting over 30. Guys, we got to get these likes up. Come on, hit those likes. Come on, go on. Please give me a like, guys. Gotta shill harder. The King of Ohio demands it. I shill harder, guys. The King of Ohio. Yes, long live the King. Jake the Snake wearing that lizard suit. Oh my God. Yes, guys, we got to get these numbers up. We're almost at 1,000 subs. We're going to get it, guys. We're going to get it. Hopefully by the time the bull market starts with altcoin season. All right, let's get back in the chat one more time, and then I want to see if we can dig up anything else breaking. Yes, King of Ohio says, yeah, the tiny modest mouse. He's not very modest, is he? King of Ohio, yes. Nebula Nerd says, made $173 in 4 minutes on this trade. I love this game, says Nebs. Yes. Don't get carried away, though. Don't get too carried away. Cliff says, did you spaghetti famine? Was that a thing? Did you say spaghetti famine? Cannon. Cliff. Boom. Cannon. See what sticks on the wall. Spaghetti cannon. All right. Let's see what else we got in the headlines today. We do have 3 minutes. I'm just going to jump on over. I think we're given enough time. Let's get the crypto news out of the oven, guys, shall we? All right, let's start off with, before we do that, I'll just give a few more minutes. We're going to take a look at crypto bubbles. Take a look overall sentiment. Top 100 right now, everything in green except for a few outliers. We got Avalanche surprisingly down 1% now, almost 2%. We got Sky down 3%. We've got Maker, a few little things here and there. WorldCoin, things have already pumped a decent amount over the night or over yesterday's trading session. Are just kind of coming down a little bit now, taking away some of those, selling off some of that in the profit. Looks like people are taking profits. But all in all, it looks like a pretty good day so far. We're up almost 2% on the 100 and 200, top 200. Looking right now, big movers, ATH, that's Aether. We've got ZBEC, 2% there, not too crazy, but still hanging in. XEN coming up a little bit, 3.3%, smashing down its monthly, negative 20%. So again, we're running out of options, guys. You're running out of time. These opportunities are leaving you by the second. So XEN's not even down 20% now on the month. Again, I keep shouting for that from the rooftop. That was one of the biggest utility plays that was down 30% last week. Same thing with ZBEC. Look at this. ZBEC's down to only 12% on the month. We're running out of opportunities, guys. You pick up these while you can. We're going to have to move into the top 300 soon. Pulse Chain is still down 25%. We do have some other options here, but my favorites are pretty much all gone. White Rock sitting at 27.7 down, if you guys like that project. Qubit also was in the news stealing a lot of Monero's Thunder a few weeks ago. Now it's starting to sell off. It looks like it's down 27%. So those are our big movers, at least on the day. Again, nothing's really down a decent amount on the day. It's mostly stuff that we're looking out on the month. My top picks right now for my personal portfolio, I would say probably going to be DCN, a little bit more into Jasmine and XCN. Both of those are still down roughly 20%. Both also move around the same time too. Good opportunity for swing trades, in my opinion. That's how it played out for me in the beginning of the year, and I'm hoping to do that again soon. What else do we have here? Kita still down 23%. Still a good opportunity there if you guys like Kita, allegedly one of the fastest blockchains there is. We have top 300 assets as well. On the monthly, Zora's still down almost 50%. I think that's going to come back. It is a new coin though, so it's still got to find its bottom. So keep that in mind. What else do we have in the top 400 maybe? We do still have Moonwell out there, but I think most of that is starting to chip upward. Still down 20%, so not a bad place still. It was down 30% just last week, so it is starting to move up again now on the month. Still one of our favorite picks here with real utility in the top 400. Okay, and then on a last mentioning, I'm going to talk about Wormhole. See if I can find the damn thing in the top 200. It's only down like 4% now, maybe. Where the hell is the damn coin? I can't tell if it's up or down. It's probably up now, 4% on the month. Yeah, looks like it's probably up now, 4% on the month. So yeah, there's still no opportunity there to get more of that. I mean, there's still a huge opportunity on the year. It's still 53% down on the entire year. So these are still some of my favorite projects. Again, only bet or invest what you're willing to lose. And yeah, those are my top picks for today, guys. Boom.
I'd buy that for $1.
Yes. Okay, guys, let's get into some overall sentiment and get into crypto news. Right now, we're looking at crypto fear and greed and the stock market. Stock market coming in right now at greed at 56. There we go. We're finally back in greed. Let's get this back off the dark mode. Sitting there just a hair into greed right now, 56 on the stock market. That's a pretty big deal. It's been sitting around 53 now for the last few days. Again, everyone waiting for the Fed decision. Yeah, if you guys didn't catch earlier, this is apparently the suspect, Tyler, what's his name? Robinson, that allegedly assassinated Charlie Kirk. I do want to get into crypto fear and greed, and then the news. Crypto fear and greed right now sitting at 57 in greed. Again, we're flipping back into greed, guys. A good day today. It's Friday, so again, don't expect the moon. It's low liquidity, low volume, yada yada yada. We're getting into the weekend, and yeah, hopefully we have a good sideways weekend. I hope up and to the right. Okay, let's get into some crypto news, guys. Let's see. CryptoNews.net bringing you some news. Doge rally 6%. Ahead of anticipated ETF launch. It was delayed until today, so this still is happening today at some point. That's what they say. Giant company determined to keep 1 billion Dogecoin promise, 500 million reached in just 1 week. This is probably CleanCore. Earlier in September, CleanCore, yes, Solutions announced a strategic partnership with House of Doge, corporate arm of the Dogecoin Foundation, to create a Dogecoin treasury. We've read these articles like these now for the past 2 weeks. A statement stated the chairman of CleanCore board of directors with Alex Spiro, Elon Musk's personal lawyer. At this point, CleanCore with the continues its Dogecoin purchases, announced that it has made a new Doge purchase. In the statement, the company stated that its latest acquisition, its assets exceeded 500 million Dogecoin. All right. That's where CleanCore is sitting at right now. Hedera's H-bar climbs 15% by diverging flows into suggest that bulls may tire out soon. Morning Minute, BlackRock wants to tokenize the ETFs. We talked about this last night, so it's not new. But yeah, our Morning Minute daily newsletter written by Tyler Warner. The analyst's opinions expressed is not his own, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, disclaimer there. BlackRock guys tokenize ETFs. Bloomberg reported that BlackRock is preparing to tokenize ETFs in the real-world asset funds, expanding it beyond its existing on-chain cash management product, Buildle. The move is pending regulatory approval, but its response is a major step towards bringing traditional investment vehicles onto blockchain rails. That's all I'm going to read about that there. Of course, BlackRock still taking over the space. Hedera climbs, H-bar climbs 15%. Yeah, we already read that headline. Not now, but just another marketplace after Africa Ball is building the Swift of agriculture on Lisk. Interesting. Never heard of it. Lisk. Seems like something. Okay, another African play. Seems like over there. We're talking about them, of course, utilizing a majority, like a third of the what was it? A third of the entire world use case utility is being used in Africa currently for crypto. Bitcoin clears $112,000 wall. Eyes return 120,000 as hodlers double down. You can definitely feel it. You definitely feel it. It's definitely reversing, but will it last? Will it last? Will we reach 120 and then crash when we get that 25 basis point? And that's what I'm saying. I think it's gonna happen. Thailand CIB, recognizes Binance for cybercrime prevention, boosts BNB price in Thailand. Crypto.com adds Linnea. It's been very viral here lately, at least on the headlines, for automated trading. So yeah, I'm telling you, I've been talking about how they're going to be getting agentic AI on these crypto trading exchanges. At some point, we're going to have that, and you're just going to have your own personalized AI agent to trade for you. It's coming soon, man. And then when that happens, man, I don't know the whole entire market's going to just be blown up constantly. BitTensor having looms closer to a countdown, drops below 90 days. BitTensor's having. So there you go. BitTensor's also popping off there too. That's another big AI play. Dogecoin price forecast after a DOJE ETF launch delay. Analysis points to $3. Analyst points to $3. That's kind of what I've been talking about. That's like right around the target I was telling you about when we did the deep analysis on speculative price targets for Doge with market cap. It makes sense to be somewhere around $2 or $3 by the possibly by the end of the year, possibly. That's a huge amount of money though, but it does still kind of rival that of Solana last cycle and where we are right now this cycle currently. So it's not impossible to reach $3 this cycle. Now $15, something like that. I do think like something like that could be a future target for Doge in the future. Yeah, still pretty early days right now. Top analysis, our analyst expecting a strong Shiba Inu bounce to finally break the stubborn resistance. Also getting a stablecoin in October, allegedly. Chainlink to extend its uptrend as a pullback near for Chainlink. It's still cheap. I mean, it's what, $25 still? It's still nowhere near its $50 target. I still think it should be worth around $150 right now. Where's Link? $25. It's still $25. The previous all-time high, I think, like $55, something like that. Still early for Chainlink. I do love Chainlink. Don't hold any currently, but I did hold a lot of this in the bear market. So yeah, 52.80. Yeah, almost $53 was the high, all-time high for Chainlink. All right, Bitcoin's still coming back up, retesting 115.5 at the current moment. Again, bullish, guys, bullish. We're at least holding 115 as support. Okay, what else we got in headlines? There's a lot, man. There's a lot. These are all within the last hour loading in. We're getting a ton of news today, guys. This is bullish. I'm so excited to finally cover news again. And that's been kind of a slump, or lackluster in terms of our space, in terms of news lately. Let's see what else is going on some other news sites, though. Let's take a look at Cointelegraph and then Bitcoin.com. Polygon partners with Chainlink to improve market resolution accuracy. That's pretty bullish for both of those chains. Spot Bitcoin ETFs are strong demand as crypto market tops $4 trillion again. Yes, we hit $4 trillion market cap. For the total market cap last night again. Exclusive half of PancakeSwap's random prize winners appear connected. What the hell? Of course, random, right? Random. Dogecoin price rises despite the latest delay of the Dogecoin ETF. This came out 42 minutes ago. Are they delaying it again? Please tell me. Tell me the news. Bochuna saying Thursday that launch of the US ETF is delayed yet again. According to September 8th, U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission filing the Rex Osprey Doge ETF was expected to launch a list alongside Bonk and Trump official coin ETFs on Friday, September 12th. Still, Balchunas suggested that the listing is delayed until the middle of next week, likely next Thursday. Damn! You guys have another week to buy the Doge. I mean, it could be a blessing in disguise. It also will give more FOMO, a lot more FOMO for that date, and possibly even more of a buy the rumor, sell the news event. Update part 3, another delay, launching next week, midweek, probably Thursday, says Eric Bolchunas. We got a little rain day delay. Doge is now scheduled to begin trading on Friday at 9/12, not today. That's yeah, a follow-up from that article. I mean, from that post, I believe. Earlier this month, the DOJ ETF won approval under the investment company. Okay, I want to go into the whole damn history of the damn thing. I just want to know when the damn day is going to be launching. It's still, is this still, am I reading this wrong? Is this still today? Latest delay of Doge ETF. I'm gonna go over to X and find out. I don't know. I might be getting lost in the sauce here. Okay, Doge with a J. Doge. First U.S. meme coin Doge is now expected to launch mid next week. Yeah, it is mid next week per Balchunas. There you go. So, yep, that's what's happening with the Doge ETF. Not today, not yesterday either. All right, what else we got? On the headlines here, EU chat controls hinges on Germany's decision. Lessons learned from graduate level Bitcoin class. Really? We actually are teaching about Bitcoin? You have to go to college for that though. El Salvador's teaching their kids in not kindergarten. Oh, maybe, I don't know. In elementary school. For sure. Best cold wallets of 2025. Okay, yeah. Any wallet basically is fine as long as you guys are getting it off exchanges. Off the grid. Look at that. Off the grid launches ambassador pilot program. Is that new? Seems like it's old. Ambassador program. Oh yeah. I'm thinking of the Pioneer program. That's the old one. The game is playable on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Windows PC via the Epic Game Store and Steam. I'm still waiting for them to merge their Epic and Steam accounts so I can play on Steam. I've been playing the game since October last year when it launched. It's a great game, guys. If you like, Battle Royale, the third-person shooter. Okay, Cyberpunk, dystopian future, third-person shooter. Right, what else we got here? How to day trade all. Okay, all these are pretty much nothing articles. There's Mr. No, that's Mike Novogratz, Doge Treasury, Clean Core. Okay, all right, we're getting into the weeds here. Let's see what else is going on in TradFi. Let's bounce over there real quick, and then want to take a look back over here on crypto news. Let's see what we got. Bloomberg right now. FBI, yeah, in the shooting. Update.
And we will lead out for the federal government. But Governor Cox, we are so grateful for your state partnership that led out on this investigation. A little bit of the timeline. Charlie was shot at 12:23 p.m. on Wednesday. The first FBI agents arrived on scene in 16 minutes with chiefs of police at 12:39 and secured the scene. The FBI immediately launched fixed-wing assets. We utilize these assets to transport personnel, specialty technicians, hostage rescue teams. We also utilize these assets to go back and forth from the East Coast and here in Utah to transport forensic evidence and other evidence that will be analyzed and is being analyzed at our FBI laboratories in Quantico and other laboratories, including the ATF. At my direction, the FBI released the first set of FBI photos of the suspect at 10 a.m. local time on 9/11. Then, shortly thereafter, the FBI reward of $100,000 was released at 10:45 a.m. local. Myself and Deputy Director Bongino arrived on the scene at approximately 5:30 p.m. on 9/11. The governor led a press conference last night at approximately 8 p.m., where at my direction, the FBI released a never-before-seen video of the suspect. We also released new images to the public of the suspect. And just last night, the suspect was taken into custody at 10 p.m. local time. In less than 36 hours, 33 to be precise, thanks to the full weight of the federal government and leading out with the partners here in the state of Utah and Governor Cox, the suspect was apprehended in a historic time period. And I want to highlight what Governor Cox said. This would not have been possible without you, the media, and you, the public. That's why we went so public, so fast, and we're so transparent, and we're committed to that transparency. The crime scene, just a little bit there. It is a large crime scene. State and local authorities, along with federal authorities, processed that crime scene quickly. And I even had the ability to walk through that crime scene and walk through the steps the suspect took to learn more about what was needed and what resources we needed to bear to create a full picture for the FBI and leadership back in Washington. Furthermore, thankfully to state and local partners, forensic evidence has been seized. and continues to be garnered. Forensic evidence has already been evaluated at FBI laboratories in Quantico and state and local authorities here. We will continue to process evidence as we see it, as we collect it, and we will continue to deliver to Governor Cox and his team. Last night, we had a total of approximately 7,000 leads. As of this morning, thanks to your great work, we have over 11,000 leads that were called in to the FBI. And we are running out every single lead that we can. Every one of those leads will be run out. The arrest is a testament to the dedication of good law enforcement being great, and partnerships in law enforcement, which I've tried to highlight as my tenure as the director of the FBI. There is no better relationship for law enforcement than the FBI to partner with state and local authorities, and you've seen it here in these last few days. The FBI Salt Lake field office, along with our offices in LA, Phoenix, Denver, San Antonio, Las Vegas, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, our headquarters component in Quantico, all participate in the FBI. I want to express my deep gratitude to the employees of the FBI, the men and women, the evidence response team tacticians, the special operators, the agents, the support staff. You have done monumental work in historic time when the public, who had a right to demand such an expeditious solving of an investigation, the FBI answered that call diligently, critically important to our nation, and we delivered. And I'm proud to be their leader, and I'm proud to be the director of the FBI. This is very much an ongoing investigation, as the governor said, and we will continue to work with state and local authorities to develop the investigation, to provide them the evidence they need for their ongoing prosecutions, and we will be here to answer every call they absolutely have, as long as it takes, for as long as we need to find and apprehend whatever suspects were involved in this crime. Lastly, to my friend Charlie Kirk, rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
Damn. Kash Patel, director of the FBI.
Thank you, and good morning. I would just like to take a few minutes as the sheriff to express my gratitude for everybody who has played a part in this investigation. As you know, it's been a vast, a complicated, and a very, very fast-paced investigation. You're looking at people standing up here who are running on, if they got an hour's sleep in the last couple of days, they're probably lucky. It has been very taxing. It has been so impressive, speaking on behalf of the local law enforcement, to see the cooperation that we've seen in this type of case. Across the state, sheriffs, chiefs, our state partners have stepped up and have come to the call on anything that we needed. Our county chiefs have been phenomenal. Our Utah County Attorney, Jeff Gray, who's standing up here with us, has been phenomenal in leading us through this investigation. I would like to thank the federal government for their resources, their assets. Our local team here, our FBI team, has been extraordinary in helping us work through this and bring this person to justice. Most of all, I would like to thank the public, and specifically, I would like to thank the public for positiveness for us. I would like to thank them on behalf of the law enforcement community, because we needed those prayers. That's what we needed to get through this. We needed your support, and you gave it to us. We needed your patience, and you gave it to us. And I would like to thank you for the Kirk family, because that's what they need, is your support and your prayers, and that will get us through all of this. So thank you, everybody, for everybody that have stepped up. We've had such a phenomenal response to this. Thank you.
I also want to give a special thanks to the Attorney General and the Department of Justice. Their unwavering support and their commitment to justice is shown true here. And without AG Bondi and Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche and the resources they brought to bear, we would not have been able to complete our mission. And I just want to say special thanks. It's an honor to be a part of the Department of Justice.
Thank
thank you again to our incredible law enforcement team who has worked so hard. Sheriff, I got a solid 90 minutes last night, so I'm probably the most well-rested person up here. Ladies and gentlemen, I get the microphone, so I hope you'll permit me a moment just to share a few more thoughts about where we are and how we got here, and maybe a little bit of where we go from here. I don't want to get too preachy, but I think it's important that we, with eyes wide open, understand what's happening in our country today. I've heard people say, well, why are we so invested in this? There's violence happening all across our country, and violence is tragic everywhere, and every life taken is a child of God who deserves our love and respect and dignity. This is certainly about the tragic death, political assassination of Charlie Kirk. But it is also much bigger than an attack on an individual. It is an attack on all of us. It is an attack on the American experiment. It is an attack on our ideals. This cuts to the very foundation of who we are, of who we have been, and who we could be in better times. Political violence is different than any other type of violence for lots of different reasons. One, because in the very act that Charlie championed of expression, that freedom of expression that is enshrined in our founding documents, in having his life taken in that very act, makes it more difficult for people to feel like they can share their ideas, that they can speak freely. We will never be able to solve all the other problems, including the violence problems that people are worried about, if we can't have a clash of ideas safely and securely. Even, especially those ideas with which you disagree. That's why this matters so much.
Yeah, we need to keep, of course, our freedom of speech going. All right, guys. Yeah, I think Tiny Mouse is right. We got to get back to crypto. Yeah, this is the latest briefing we have right now. It's live, brought to you by Bloomberg, and of course at the White House. On my mind at the White House, and probably in Utah right now. Yeah, they're probably in Utah. All right, so yeah, let's get back to it, guys. See what else we can dig up. 100% agree. Let me get back in the chat too and catch up with you guys. See what else. I'm pretty sure all the news outlets are covering the same thing right now. Or not, no. CNBC just kind of keeps chugging on. I talk about Open Door right now. All right, let's see what else we got here. Tolo coming with a $4 super chat. Thank you, my man. Yes, I can drink coffee another day. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Tolo. Salute. I just ran out of coffee, too, during that whole segment. Damn it. I need some more. I appreciate it, my man. All right. Yes. Yeah, let's get back in the chat. Oh, yeah, I want to talk about that. Strawberry Dragon says someone published a book about Kirk's assassination on the day before he died. I looked into that while we were listening to that. And so apparently, it was listed on Amazon. It was an AI generated book. And there was a mistake, accordingly. The listed publication date of the September 9th, 2025 sparked immediate confusion because it's the day before the shooting occurred. The removal was, of course, following the online backlash. Amazon quickly removed the book from its store. So Amazon clarification on AI-generated books. Amazon spokesperson addressed the issue, explaining that the December 9th publication date was a result of a technical issue, and then the book was actually published late in the afternoon on September 10th, the same day as the shooting. Journalists and online commentators have speculated the book was generated using AI, a method which, of course, is creation and publication. Shortly after the major news event, in their statement, Amazon clarified that the publication date was a mistake and reiterated its content guidelines. So again, there's a very wide concern that these are going to happen more and more often now. Because all you have to do, guys, is go to ChatGPT and say, write me a book about blah, 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 blah. And boom, you get a whole freaking book. You can even specify how many words you want, how many pages you want, whatever. It'll happen. It's going to happen more and more often, so do not get surprised at all. At all. As soon as I heard, I'm like, it's got to be AI. All right, coming in $3 super chat, Cody. Is that a military hippo? What the hell is he doing? I've never seen that one before, Cody. You're pulling some new ones out I've never seen before. That comes off the backs of Trump sending the National Guard to Tennessee. Next. We're doing a whole United States tour of the National Guard this year. All right, let's get back to the chat. Let's catch up with you guys real quick, and then we'll get back into some crypto news, see what else we can find on the headlines today. I'm gonna just let this go while we're there, just in case something else gets brought up. You never know these days. You just never know. Okay, yeah, did you say spaghetti famine? No, the cannon, yeah, the cannon. Clip says, thank you, try not to hide me wearing my hearing aids, but it always doesn't work. I can be funny when I hear, says Cliff. Thank you, Otaku-san. Spaghetti cannon makes so much more sense than spaghetti famine, 100%. Tiny Mouse says, spaghetti cannon, racist AF. Mamma mia! What the hell, Tiny Mouse? Shit, really, says Cliff? King Ohio says, Marone, how can you touch my spaghetti? My spaghetti. Oh my god. Damn, you guys are insane. King of Ohio and Tiny Mouse getting back and forth there. King of Ohio says a slow bleed this weekend leading to a pump city next Tuesday. Friday would be great. We could see it, guys. We could see it. Still, again, watching very closely on that Sunday night. Always. Tiny Mouse says 115K is freaking great. Tiny Mouse says Pump City is my middle name. Let's go, Tiny Mouse. Let's go, Tiny Mouse. Yes, later, guys. King of Ohio, have a good one. We'll catch you tonight. King of Ohio, have a great, enjoy the rest of your time away from the throne. My man. Gamma God is saying 33, 9/11. Inspector, you're inspecting that, huh? Yeah, cash out. He's my gym coach. That becomes the principal. Such a shill. You're talking about Cash Patel. King of Ohio calling out Cliff. Yes. Nebula Nerd saying up 420 on the day. Let's freaking go. Yeah. I saw when you posted that originally. I'm like, oh my god. Tiny Mouse, of course, calling Cash Patel Indian. About Viking heaven when he did mention that this weird about his reference to Valhalla. I mean, in general, it's just the afterlife, right? I mean, in general. Strawberry Dragon says someone published a book about Kirk's assassination the day before he died. That's of course what we were talking about, the AI written books on that are popping up on Amazon. Yeah, that's a pretty common thing nowadays. Tiny Mouse says back to crypto. Yes, we're going back to crypto. Gamma Goddess says when your pineal gland, yes, your pineal gland is activated, you can see through everything. Like having the glasses in the movie They Live. Yes, it's one of my favorite movies. Gamma Goddess, you know what I'm talking about, 100%. Your pineal gland, yeah, that's your your third eye, basically. All right, and then, yeah, we're calcifying that every single day with all the stuff we're putting in the water. Oh my god, I'm gonna get into all this conspiracy stuff. Ben Lawrence, good morning, sickos. Good morning to you, Ben. Yes, 10:30, how's it going? Gamma Goddess, 100%, yes, from Cliff. All right, so they're still talking about, of course, the suspect that they apprehended, Tyler Robinson, was it? Tyler? A suspect allegedly who committed the shooting. All right, let's continue on with crypto news, guys. Let's see what else we can find today. I don't think we've gone into Bitcoin news.bitcoin.com. Yeah, here we go. Blockchain FX raises 7.25 million in pre-sale in first multi-asset multi-asset super app connecting crypto stocks and forex goes live in beta. So that's blockchainfx.com. Another way for you to get your coins. Apertum Coin, APTM, announces new listing on BingX Exchange. We got Bitcoin ETFs extend inflow streak with another 553 million added. Jeez, in the last 24 hours, that's crazy. Yeah, led by BlackRock, Fidelity, and other ETFs securing another 113 million. The inflow wave in crypto exchange ETFs showed no signs of slowing down on Thursday, September 11th, as Bitcoin and Ethereum funds posted another strong day of investor appetite. Every single day, guys. It's just all these crazy inflows into, of course, the most, the only real money we've ever created. Of course, Bitcoin. Albany puts AI assistant in charge of public procurement. Albania. What's going on with this? Yeah, Agent Della, whose name means sun in Albanian, is part of a government push to curb corruption in public tenders, a growing problem in the country. Previously, Diella served as an assistant on the government services website. So again, more of these governments are, having AI and these AI agentic agents, right? Agentic agents. I hate that name. AI agents, of course, do the work for them. Collapse Team 5, crypto gambling. I'm getting a phone call, which I don't care. Yes. What else we have? BitGet and ignites Cataluna. MotoGP weekend with Web3 thrills. What is this? Web3 thrills. Real awards and racing legends at MotoGP, sponsored by BitGet. Victoria Seychelles, September 8th, 2025. BitGet, the world's leading cryptocurrency exchange. Is it though? BitGet, the world's leading cryptocurrency exchange? I think that's kind of like Binance. Anyway, Web3 company accelerated the energy and the Catalunya Grand Prix in Barcelona, Spain, with both on-ground and online showings, blending speed, spectacle, and seamless Web3 activities across the race weekend from September 5th to 7th. Following up on this partnership, official launch of the Italian Grand Prix and the vibrant run through the German GP in July. BitGet brought the momentum to Barcelona in full throttle with a 360-degree fan booth experience inside. It was set inside the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Fans queued to try the pro-grade MotoGP simulator, take part in interactive challenges, and snap their own make it count moments inside beside the legends and real-world machines. BitGet Boost was a hub for speed, smart trading, and unmistakable edge that comes with motorsports meets crypto culture. There's the simulator there. Interesting. Okay, so yeah. Wow, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Catalunya GP saw the Moto GP icon Jorge Lorenzo, or George Lorenzo, kick off BitGet's Smarter Speed Challenge, a virtual racing minigame that has captured the attention of Web 2 and Web 3 users alike. Designed as a global play-to-win campaign running through the mid-November, the challenge lets users compete in virtual races, stack up leaderboard joints, and unlock rewards such as cash, coupons, and even MotoGP 2026 VIP passes. Kind of sounds like what happened with Gran Turismo. Back in the day. The standout winner of the Catalunya campaign earned all expenses paid trip to meet Jorge himself in this October during the Token 2049 in Singapore, proving once again that BitGet every turn has real stakes. There you go. All right, I think we've read enough about that. What else we got? Oh yeah, we did have Charlie Kirk quietly petition for Ross Ulbricht's pardon. I saw that yesterday. I didn't want to talk too much about that. Oh, the day before. Okay. A chipper cash scales lightning in Africa over 50% of Bitcoin. Central Bank of Uruguay to study digital currency. Ooh. Implementation. They're a little bit behind the curve, but you know, it takes time for people to all understand what's happening here. Uruguay is the initial stage of studying the implementation of digital currency as part of its restructuring process. Adolfo Sarmiento, the former manager of economic policy and markets, has reassigned to oversee the project for their country. All right, so it's on the ground now. Off to the races. What else we got here, guys? Another run through TradFi real quick, and of course the chat. They're still talking about, yeah. So this is Governor Spencer Cox of Utah talking about the tragedy that happened a few days ago. All right. 100%, yes, 100%. Ben's socks covered in lube, and yeah, they definitely stink. Thanks again, Cliff. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. I can't. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, Cliff Bar, that's a good, one Benji, says Tiny Mouse. How's the protein bar empire, says Ben Lawrence. Potty Mouth Mouse in the house, says Ben. Morning, morning. Danny with a wrench. Let's go, guys. Again, a shout out to the chat. If you guys haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe. And anyone who subscribes, let me know in the chat, and I will give you a wrench. We're giving out wrenches until we hit 1,000 subs. Get yours before they're all gone. We are not going to need a single wrench further in the future. Flock on Bitcoin BTCC 50X is doing me wonders this morning, fellas, says Nebula Nerd. Right, yes, Chirac, Chicago Irag, aka Chicago Rack, says Tiny Mouse. What in the hell are you babbling about? Gamma God says Grand Rising family. Yes, all the coffee, handing out all the coffee for everyone. I really need another one. Can I get another? Can I get another? It's almost time for us to head out. It's well, we got maybe another half hour. We'll see how we can dig up. Morning Gamma, morning Nebs, Danny, Cody, and y'all. Let's go, guys. Tiny Mouse, yes, Iraq. I gotcha, Iraq. Gotcha. All right. Okay. Yeah, you might as well say it, because if I have to say it, it sounds like Iraq. It's gonna be Iraq. And Chicago, Iraq. Yeah, you just calling? Yeah, basically Chicago's the new Iraq. It's a war zone. Yeah, I guess pretty much. Oh yeah, Grand Rising Nebs, Danny, Ben, Tiny Mouse, Strawberry, Cliff, Cody, Jake, OG Bobbin, everyone gets a coffee. JPEG, James, Joy, and EZ. Damn, Gamma, damn. Everyone gets a coffee. Hopefully you guys are awake and live and well after last night's long live stream again. 2 in a row. I don't know, man. I don't know how long I can keep doing this. Oh, man. I'm just getting started, man. We haven't even gotten into 24-hour live streams yet. All right, so they're answering questions about the shooting now. I guess we can catch some of this. I'm curious to what people are asking.
Are filed in preparation for a preliminary hearing. So 3 days. So we would anticipate then that early next week those charging documents will be filed. We will obviously be working. The county attorney will be working very closely with Mr. Kirk's family as those documents and decisions are prepared and made. Thanks, everyone.
All right, they're done. They're done.
Okay,
right.
You've been listening to a news conference in Utah. Governor Spencer Cox, the governor of the state of Utah, just speaking there after officials said they had physical evidence tying the shooter with the assassination of Charlie Kirk. The shooter identified as Tyler Robinson. He has been arrested. And in fact, the first thing, Alexis, that we heard Governor Spencer Cox say when the news conference began is, "We got him."
Yes, he's a 22-year-old from Utah. A family member apparently turned him in. The FBI had offered a $100,000 reward to any information leading to the arrest of the individual who killed Kirk. And we heard from Utah Governor Spencer Cox. We also heard from the head of the FBI. Cox, again, calling the murder of Charlie Kirk a political assassination. He said it's an attack on the American experiment and our very ideals.
All right, let's bring in Terry Haynes, who is founder of Pangea Policy, who's also been listening to the news conference that was...
All right. So that's the update we have right now on Charlie Kirk, his assassin. All right, let's continue on. It seems like just another troubled youth, if you believe the government. Okay, all right, so let's continue on. What's Crypto Bubbles looking like right now? What's Bitcoin sitting at right now? Bitcoin's sitting at 115 flat. Again, holding this zone. Can we hold it further, pushing up towards intraday trading here in the United States? We'll have to wait and see. As of right now, let's look at the 15-minute and shorter time frames. Oh my gosh, come on. Show me. There we go. I can barely get this computer to do this again. Okay, all right, here we go. So yeah, we're still holding our zone. Again, I was telling you guys last night, we're still bullish if we come back down and hit this flat, and we did. We hit it. We're still messing around on this this trend line. So looking pretty good for Bitcoin either way. What's the shorter time frames looking like? We're rolling over back down to the bottom of that trend line. And yeah, we'll see how this continues forward. Again, calling it last night as it is, guys. Who else can do this? Who else can do that? I don't know. We're pretty damn good here on the channel. All right, let's get back to it. I wanted to see what is going on with Bitcoin in terms of the heat map right now. Let's take a look. Brought to you, of course, by Kim by the White Snowland on YouTube. Anime reference for those who know. Don't pay for something you get for free. Yes, of course.
What are you, stupid?
Yes. God. All right, so it looks like the bears are starting to push back now. They're starting to push back, and we're getting higher levels of sell-offs right in the range that we were testing, and they're building it up right at 120 now. This was all clear to go, guys. If we could have smashed this, if we could have just fell back a little further and pushed the beach ball up enough to smash through all this here, we wouldn't be talking about this right now, but we didn't do it. We didn't do it. We do got to let the bears at least try to attempt to win, give them basically a bear trap, and then smash through this area. It's still relatively small, but the longer this goes on, the more and more the bears are going to set up shop at 120,000. So we're still range bound right now. A new level of support is pretty much there. 114.5, I believe that is. Let's go back to the chat. Go back to the chart and double check where that is. That's right around here. It looks like our new level of support. We smashed that so many times last night. It was crazy. 114.8 according to what we see here. I would say, to be safe, I'm going to say our new level of support, if we go lower, is going to be 114.5 right about here. But it is holding higher. It is holding higher. So we'll see how that is going to play out. Let me cut one of these. There we go. There we go. One of these. There we go. Oh my gosh. 114.5, yeah. Okay, so we're in the middle of this range right here. Yeah, we're still honoring the bull trend. It could still break. That's why we're waiting for this. And I kept calling for it last night. It didn't want to break. It does not look like we want to even go lower. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. I'm curious to see if the higher lows are still continuing. Of course, we were watching this. I was marking them all. We thought we lost a little. No, that's still a higher low. Technically, that's still a higher low on the 1 hour. And yeah, we're sitting on a higher low here. Higher low, higher low, higher low. So yeah, it's still looking pretty bullish, guys. Still looking pretty bullish for Bitcoin moving into next week. Let me get these all kind of color coded and matching now, since I'm using a different color. Damn it. So yeah, looking pretty good, guys. Look, this is ridiculous. What does it look like on the daily? Oh wow, you can go back all the way back here on the daily. It's still looking really good, guys. Oh my gosh, on the daily chart as well. Higher low, all the way through, we need something to break, up or down, I don't care. Just do something. Just do it. All right, let's get back to it. We are getting closer to 11 o'clock, guys. Yeah, Gamma got socks in a box to celebrate our Socktober and get your limited spooky sniffers before they run out, says Ben. Oh my god. Yeah, socks and chickens. You guys are insane, Tiny Mouse. You guys are insane. Yeah, Milk Money and Cody blowing up the chat with all the flames. Thanks again for supporting the channel with all the chaos, guys. I appreciate it. Yes, let's go. MM25. Good morning. Is nylon, cotton, argyle? What triggers you, Ben? What triggers you? Oh Jesus. Oh jeez. National Guard in Chicago. Let's bring up, they'll blow up some shit with buying shit and then taking a shit. You get it? Oh my god. Yeah, Tiny Mouse in the chat just blowing up the chat with some crazy nonsense. Bitcoin coming back down to 114.8. 114.8 on the moment. I mean, the National Guard right now is actually headed toward Tennessee at the moment. Maybe the next stop is going to be Chicago after that. All right, we're caught up in the chat again. Don't forget to like and subscribe, says Ben. We're trying to get to 1,000. Let's get it to 1,000, guys. Right now we're sitting, what is it, like 20 away from a 900, a new record for the channel. Can't wait to hit it, guys. Can't wait to hit it. Let's take a look back at Bitcoin as we see a little bit of a flash crash at the current moment. Let's look at the 15. Here it is. Did we fall? Did we break something? We didn't break something yet? Come on, let's break something. Let's break something. Oh, damn it. It's like last night all over again, guys. We're gonna get stuck here all day, just like last night. It's chipping back up to 114.9, almost back up to 115 flat. It's pretty much the same spot we were. The bulls and bears are basically, they will not give this. The bulls will not give up 115. They just won't do it. The lowest we've gotten down here, again, this happened 8 o'clock this morning. We fell down to 114.7. 114.780. So we're still creating higher lows even on the wicks, So I don't know if we're gonna give this up yet. I still think that we're just gonna keep building this all the way to 120 until the Fed day on the, what is it, on Wednesday. Could be even an all-time high by then. Then of course we're gonna see a sell-off. That's unfortunate because what are we looking at here? Going into a weekend, probably going to do something like this, something like that, into Monday, climbing back up towards 100 and, am I Wednesday yet? Yeah, 120 around on Wednesday, something like that. That's the idea. I'll do a more accurate one tonight with, of course, the Crypto Chaos magic. I gotta fix the stream, guys. I can't get the shrine to work. The camera over there, I gotta replace the USB extension cable I got going over there. It just doesn't want to work anymore. Let me check on it this morning. Sometimes things just magically start working again. Nope. Nope. Not at all. I still have the shrine over there. Yep, the mic's still going over there. Still working, which tells me the USB is working over there, just not the camera. I wonder if I can add a new camera. Let's see. I'd love to fix this, guys. I'd love to fix this. Display capture. Video capture device. Camera. The shrine. Let's see. What kind of cameras can we throw on here? There it is. Oh my God, it's working. It's working, guys. There it is. The Shrine of Satoshi. In jank fashion. Oh, look, it's like it's really laggy. Let me know in the chat if it's always been like that, but it's just me. What else we have? I can't change the FPS. All right. Well, at least I got it going. I'll try to fix that later after the live stream. But man, that resolution is shite. But you can see the Shrine of Satoshi is back. We're back. We're back, guys. We're back. Okay. I do have some more cameras I'm gonna move around the studio today. I need to get some more extension cables. All right, getting back to it. Where is it? Boom. There we are. Back on the other side of the studio. My goal is to have a camera in every single corner of this room. all right. Yeah, getting back to how we had the studio set up before we moved the studio to the bunker. We went from the castle to the bunker, man. I miss the castle. It is what it is. 1,000 subs. Let's go. Yeah. Tell even your moms in dem. What? What the hell? Your moms and dads. Tiny Mouse, you crazy bastard. Crazy bastard. Yes, Gamma says, Tiny Mouse. Yes, he's insane. Ben, no smoky sniffers, no sniffers, and no of any kind, says Gamma. Yes, we're not smelling no socks, Ben. Get that out of your system. Get it out of your system. All right, Bitcoin's still hanging out at 115 flat. Current order books look like a recovery is, about ready to rebound. Another retest to, where was I? 117? Where did we end up last night? We ended up smashing pretty damn close to 117 last night. It was pretty crazy. We got to a high of 116.3. Not quite 117. 116.3. Pretty crazy how fast that happened and blew up. We did not retest quite as high as that, though. Okay, so 115.7, we rebounded, and then, yeah, we are where we are right now, 115 flat. Okay, let's get back to the news roundup, and then we're going to get going soon because I got to get some stuff done. Guys. I got to finish a P.O. box, yes, so our boy Cody can send some of his wares to you guys. We're doing a giveaway once we hit 1,000 subs, guys. So let me know in the chat, Cody. About the wrenches. We're giving away little wrench charms, I believe, is what Cody's got for you guys. Once we hit 1,000, we're gonna do a giveaway. I'm not sure how we're gonna do that. I'm probably gonna take my list of subscribers and throw it into some a random generator or something, and we're just gonna spin it. But I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it because. I don't know. I want it to be fair. All right, let's get back to the chat, guys. I mean the news. All right, here we go. Bloomberg. Are we talking about? Still talking about Kirk's shooter as he was brought into custody now. If you believe that narrative, we got CNBC right now talking about Holiday shipment rush.
I think what I'm seeing, so 25 cents on the dollar is what you can trade it at. But of course, there's smart money on the other side of that that thinks it's a higher probability. And there's a secondary market on Poly Market too that's trading in around 50%. So hey, I don't know how the Supreme Court works.
It's hard to know who has an edge on that. We have had some recent downgrades of FedEx, UPS. I saw a note today about shipping of cardboard and packaging.
Very short-listed reference, of course, of Poly Market, brought to you by Polygon, the layer 2 blockchain on Ethereum. Anyway, okay. What else we got? Fox Business. We never catch them. They're always on break. They're literally always on break. Always. All right, let's do some more crypto news. Let's look at some headlines real quick. Anything changed on the headlines here? David Ellison was wasted no time putting a stamp on the Paramount. Charlie Kirk shooter officials identifying Tyler Robertson as a suspect after arrest. Swatch takes a swipe at Trump's 39% tariff with swatched up watch. Okay, it is a rectangular watch, or a square watch, I should say. Watchmaker Swatch has launched a special edition model to dig in U.S. President Donald Trump's punitive 39% tariffs against Switzerland, dubbed the "What If Tariffs" model. What? Damn, that's funny. The watch switches positions of 3 and 9 in reference to the 39% the U.S. imposed on Swiss imports last month. Funny. About $175 watch. Okay. Oh, man. Watches. Bullish options to trade on Oracle. RH reports how multi-family offices are playing commercial real estate. Headlines pretty much the same as they were this morning. Bullish options trade on Oracle as cloud giant goes for $1 trillion market cap. That's insanity. That's insanity. Oh boy, that's already crazy, guys. These companies are so overvalued. Bottom of the first inning of Winklevoss Twin C, Bitcoin reaching $1 million in 10 years. That's kind of conservative. We're looking at, of course, 2030. That's kind of been the grand target. That's about 4.5 years from now, or less. 4 years and 3 months. Okay. What else we got? Let's take a look at headlines real quick on Fox Business. Tyler Robinson identified as suspect arrested in Charlie Kirk assassination. Yes. Federal budget deficit hits $2 trillion in the first 11 months fiscal year. Yes, I love the doom. I love it. This is Fox Business too. Oh man, we just never can get their shit to load anymore on Brave. I wonder if I have an update I need to do. Probably. All right. Well, anyway, the federal government's budget deficit reached $2 trillion in the first fiscal year as the deficit widened by nearly $100 billion from last year. The nonpartisan Congress Budget Office, CBO, released a monthly budget update for August showing that the deficit reached $1.9 trillion, $2 trillion, in the first 11 months of the fiscal year 2025, and the amount amounts to a $92 billion increase in deficit when compared to the first 11 months of the fiscal year of 2024. Overall federal spending was up $391 billion from a year ago, increase of 5%, while tax receipts rose $300 billion or 7% in the first 11 months of the fiscal year 2025. Again, this is not going to stop. We're going to spend more and more each year because we're paying more and more in our debt via the interest rate every single year. Right now, I think we're getting close to 1.2 trillion in just the debt alone to facilitate the debt via the interest alone. Okay. Mortgage rate tumbles, marking largest weekly drop in a year on mortgage rates. Trump offers South Koreans detained a nice raid chance to stay in the U.S. Anyone buying houses right now? It's pretty insane. I can't imagine buying a house right now. It's kind of crazy with what's about to happen at the end of the year. Paramount Skydance. Americans see lowest gasoline cost burden on wallets in nearly 20 years. Really? I mean, $3.30 on average in my area right now. I don't know, man. Seems a bit high. Kirk still unknown. Motive seems pretty yeah, this is all old news. We already covered most of these headlines here. All right. Let's get back into the crypto news one more time, and then we're gonna call it for the live stream, guys. One more roundup, and of course the chat. We're gonna catch up on the chat. Where's the market caps looking like? Bitcoin's still sitting at number 8 in total market cap, heading back up towards silver. Silver's popping off. Look at this, a new all-time high today, 42.7 on silver, 2.4 trillion in market cap, moving even higher. Again, it's going to be harder to catch up with some of these guys, but we'll get through it. We'll get to it pretty soon. After next week, Bitcoin's probably going to be closer to 2.5 trillion. What would that put it in market cap? Let's take a look. Coin Perspective giving us an idea where Bitcoin's price is going to be in market cap right if it hits 2.5 trillion. There's Bitcoin. 2.5 trillion. There we go. It's close enough. 2.5 trillion. Right around 125,000. New all-time high. So not that far away from flipping everything once again. 2.5 would put us right ahead of Amazon. We got to catch up to Google, though. Holy crap. Google's already at almost 3 trillion in market cap, hitting all-time highs. Damn, everything is getting close to all-time highs. It's time for Bitcoin to catch on up, and we are behind. Bitcoin is definitely behind the curve. For Bitcoin to get to, Google's market cap right now and surpass it, it would need about 3-point-something trillion, putting it up to $155,000 Bitcoin. This is why I'm saying this breakout here, when we looked at this overall on the daily, let's go back here on the daily, it doesn't seem impossible. Doesn't seem impossible at all that we're going to get here in in a short time frame, short order, I should say. Oh, I already have it still up there. The idea of that cup and handle playing out, right? The cup and handle playing out right here to the upside, smashing us to the length of that cup to about $42,000 Bitcoin. That's the idea. That's the idea, anyway. Okay, so yeah, I think 150,000 is not unrealistic in the next 2 months. All right, where are we at? It's going to shock everyone, though. It's not going to shock me, though. It is what it is. What else we have in crypto news? Let's take a look at Cointelegraph real quick. New mod stealer malware targets crypto wallets across operating systems. Ooh, this came out 3 hours ago. Hacken's Stephen Ajayi, I can't pronounce that name, Ajayi, told Cointelegraph that basic wallet hygiene and endpoint hardening are essential to defend against threats like mod stealer. Mod stealer, a new discovered malware, is targeting crypto users across macOS, Windows, and Linux systems, posting risks of wallets and across credentials. Apple Focus Security, Mosile uncovered the malware, saying it remained completely undetected by major antivirus engines for almost a month after being uploaded to Virus Total, an online platform that analyzes files to detect malicious content. 9 to 5 Mac reported. Mosile said that the mod stealer is designed to extract data when preloaded code steals private keys, certificates, credential files, and browser-based wallet extensions. Security researchers found targeting logic for different wallets, including extensions on Safari, Chromium-based browsers. The security firm said the malware persists macOS abusing system to register as background agent. The team said the server is hosted in Finland and believes the infrastructure is routed through Germany to mask the operator's origin. All right, so I'm assuming these are all hot wallet exploits as of right now. Not very clear on that. I'm assuming. Here we go. Developers should validate their the legitimacy of recruiters and associated domains. Ajayi told Crypto Cointelegraph requests that assignments shall be shared by the public via public repositories and open any task exclusively to the disposable virtual machine with no wallets, SSH keys, or password managers. Come on. Emphasizing the importance of compartmentalizing sensitive assets, advised teams to maintain a strict separation between their development environments and wallet storage, clear separation between the development and environment of box or whatever. That's all this mumbo jumbo. Harken Security leads shares practical steps for users. Stress the importance of basic wallet hygiene, endpoint hardening, and defend the threats against the mod stealer. Use hardware wallets. Exactly. This is just an exploit for hot wallets, guys. Software-based wallets. And always confirm transactions, addresses on device display. 100%. This is why, again, the latest one, we had the open source code being, found a loophole on these platforms using very similar JavaScript. Oh my God. are also being targeted via their software for your hardware wallets. So again, make sure you guys are confirming those addresses on your device display. If your display has one, if your device has one. If not, I would again be very cautious about sending any huge amounts at this time with, you know, like a tantrum. If you guys only have the device without a physical display. Okay. Again, so same thing, guys. Be very, very careful. You don't want to lose everything right before the bull run. It's going to be so bad if you do. Okay, best cold wallets of 2025. I think that's pretty much all the news we have that's breaking today, guys. I think the daily, one of the dailies. Let's go to the daily huddle real quick. Double check here. Federal Reserve primed to cut rate cuts 5 times in the next 9 months amid a precarious labor market. Wells Fargo analysts predict. If you guys still don't think we're gonna move this into next year, I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm calling like a 70% chance it's gonna keep going after 2025. It's just it seems like such a perfect environment for crypto into next year. U.S. economy is gradually grinding to a halt, says J.P. Morgan's chief global strategist. Here's one catalyst he believes could help stave off a recession. We can take a look and see what JP Morgan's analyst says is going to be the make or break moment. I think the economy is gradually grinding to a halt here on inflation. These numbers are very close in line with what we thought. Inflation is gradually going up. The economy is gradually slowing down, and that's what we thought the tariffs are going to do. It's going to slow growth, and it's going to add inflation. Businesses don't want to hire here. I don't think there's a huge ongoing jump of layoffs, but it's getting harder and harder to find a job because businesses just frozen because they don't know what their playing field is going to look like with regard to tariffs going forward. This is what we're seeing here today. However, Kelly says the refunds from the recently approved federal tax cuts may start ending up in taxpayers' pockets at the beginning of next year. It's only like $500 on average for taxpayer, which could give the U.S. economy a major boost. $500 per person. I don't know. All these new tax cuts are getting rid of the tax on tips, overtime increase in standard deductions, the SALT, federal, state, and local tax deduction, tax break, and all of them are making retroactive on January 1st, 2025, but the IRS has not changed withholding schedules. That means that they're going to be basically following a full year's worth of refunds, and all those tax breaks kick off the first few months of 2026. That is the equivalent of a big stimulus checks. So we're getting like a COVID-like stimmy right out the gate next year, according to what JP is talking about. Last year, the average income tax refund was about $3,200. This year, in 2026, we think it's going to be over $4,000. Really? I heard it was going to be on average of $3,600, $3,700 last we heard. Now they're going over $4,000. That's more than $500 on average, and back into the Americans' pockets. Still not quite $1,000. It's getting close to rivaling at least the first stint of COVID checks, right? That's the idea. Stimmies. We think it's going to be over 4,000 with 70% of households receiving that. It's like one big stimulus check. There we go. One big lump of sugar put into the economy early next year, and we can get to the first quarter without slipping into a recession. There will be some stimulus there, but I do think that between now and the economy is going to be slowing in the fourth quarter of this year, according to JP Morgan's analysts. All right, so more doom, guys, more doom. Coming soon.
When will then be now? Soon.
Oh, geez. How you guys doing in the chat since I've been ranting and raving this entire time? Let's see what else is going on here. All right, guys, 1,000 subs. Let's go, guys. Yes, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe here today before you guys head out today. I appreciate that. Names in a hat, old school style, of course, on that giveaway, says EZ. Losers walk the plank, says EC. And yeah, names in a hat, second. You guys want me to do names in a hat? You want me to write 1,000 names in a hat? Oh my God. How about whoever's present in the chat once we hit 1,000? And we'll announce the day we do a giveaway. Maybe if it happens like in the middle of the week, maybe we'll do it on a Friday night or something. And then I can actually do, write everyone's name. Manually. I can do that 30, 40 at a time, something like that. Yeah, whoever's in the chat who posts something in the chat, we will do a fair giveaway. Life isn't fair. I will win the charm, says Gamma Goddess. Yes. Give a girl a sock empire and it gets to her head. Oh boy. Yeah, Ben. Yes. Everything. Ridiculous. Amp Knight says, good morning, you beautiful people. Let's get all these pump our bags into the weekend. Let's go, Amp Knight. How you doing? How you been, Amp Knight? How you doing? A Grand Rising, Amp Knight. Yes. Coffee, love, and sun this morning. Have a good morning, all. I'm off to bake more donuts. Good luck, Ben, on that. Good luck. I'm sure some of those donuts are probably going to have sock shapes. Good morning, y'all. Damn, you guys wake up early. Early. It's 11 o'clock here in the United States. Eastern Standard Time, New York time, 10 a.m. Central. I guess I do wake up early for this stream, 6 or 7 o'clock to set it up here in Chicago time. Grand Rising Colin, yes, Gamma Goddess, yes, good morning. All right, guys, we're about ready to head out. It is 11. We're in overtime already for the stream, which is fine. I do love hanging out with you guys every single day. I'm going to do one more roundup on the news. I don't like missing breaking news. Okay, what else we have here? Super microcomputer, talking about that on Bloomberg right now. Let's look at CNBC, what they're covering at the current moment. NASDAQ hits new intraday record. Guys, all-time highs all over the place.
Many policy rate cuts, very strong growth, which I'm not necessarily in that camp. I think we're going to have very middling growth, and actually no headwinds. And I think that combination, that very happy sentiment, could be a challenge.
Why do you?
All right. And Fox Business, what are they covering right now before we head out? Utah governor suspects recently became more political.
To see what the people in charge of our beautiful state have done to it. When I was thinking about running, Charlie was one of the first people I spoke to. And typical Charlie, he didn't just want to talk about it. He said, right, what are we going to do about it? And he said, come to Phoenix. And I did, and I went there. I spent a day with him. This is over a year ago, going through what it would take, what would be needed, how he could help, how Turning Point could help. He was talking about the ground game operation that they'd built for President Trump and how we could potentially use that in California. He endorsed me on day one. He was there at my campaign launch, made a video. So he's been part of this. And as I said, we have to respond in our own way. I keep wanting people to tell me this isn't true. But it is true, and so now we have to decide what to do, and we have to do what he would want us to do, which is to fight. And so I'm absolutely driven by this now. I want to do this for Charlie. I want to bring people together in California, as he wanted to do, around ideas and values to make life better. I will win this for Charlie.
Well, Steve...
Damn. Yeah, it's still a damn shame. I am still dumbfounded by it, too. I can't believe he's gone. I mean, it's insane. He was such a bright person. I mean, if you guys ever seen any of his debates, he moves so fast. He's such a quick individual. I mean, he was moving a mile a minute. He was definitely one of the smarter people in the room every time, he went to Washington. And I would have loved to see how far he could have got and what changes he could have made to our country. And it's unfortunate he's gone today. It just sucks. All right. So that's pretty much the roundup, guys. Crypto bubbles looking pretty good. Still top 100, top 200, still up about 2% on a Friday. It's pretty good for a Friday. Bitcoin had, where is it? Still sitting around 115 flat. Yes, 115 flat. We're just kind of waiting, guys. Kind of chilling on a Friday. Happy Friday, guys. We made it through the week. I'm going to try to finish up some of my errands before the week is over. But again, looking pretty bullish. We still have not gotten a single higher or lower high, right? I guess we've had lower highs. Lower low, right? So we keep chipping up these higher lows on a very bull trend pattern. It's more than likely we're just going to continue this up until we hit 120,000, right around Fed FOMC meeting. We might even go higher. We might be at all-time highs. Again, if we play this out, this giant cup and handle that's pretty much formed, that's forming, I should say, since the all-time high, which occurred on Friday the 15th, that's the middle of August. That was the previous all-time high. This forms, cup and handle, boom to the upside. We will get a huge breakout to about $140,000 Bitcoin. And we've been waiting for this for months. I mean, when was the last time we were talking about the stairway to heaven? It was way back here. way back here, the stairway to heaven, and pretty much gone sideways for a while. Yeah, I think we're about ready to get back to the stairway of heaven. All right, so that's what I got for you guys. Hope you have a great day. Kevin Bookley back in with the chat with the wrenches. Let's go. As soon as we head out, my man. Yes, more wrenches, guys. Again, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you do. We get a wrench before we head into those, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 sub territory. We're going to get there, guys. We're going to get there. I can't wait to see what kind of merch we can get going, too. I'm so excited. I can't wait I can't wait to get some of this stuff off the ground. Yes, what else we got to chat before we head out here? Have a good morning, guys. Have a good morning. Yes, everybody. Colin loves metal saying, I had a slice of a wee bit of crypto to pay some bills. I'm right there with you, my man. I've been taking profits as we head on up just to pay my bills. I'm right there with you. I thought bull was going to be hit earlier. I thought it was going to happen back in March. We're 6 freaking months behind. And my bags are still sitting at all-time highs. Give or take, a few tens of thousands or whatever. But who's counting anyway? Woohoo! Friday, says Colin loves metal. Yes, a good happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. Greatest of all time token is looking juicy, says Amp Knight. And with that, we're gonna call it, guys. Yes, sir. Happy you guys enjoy your day, says Nebula Nerd. I see y'all tonight. Have a great day, everyone. Of course, tonight we're going to do our foreign market open, and then we have the open mic all night over at Crypto Futures Patreon. Again, links down in the description below. My favorite Canadian on earth, and of course, the keeper of all the gems. I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace. If I hit the right button. This one. I think it's this one. Where's the freaking...
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade a montage. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my world with more songs and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood talking and door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Nice, my man. Cody saying he can't wait for that that P.O. box. I can't wait either, man. I can't wait to see what you got in store for us here on the channel. And yes, singing to, of course, Fly Me to the Moon, one of my favorite songs, of course, originally sung by Frank Sinatra, and credits inspired by Evangelion. If you guys know the anime references on my channel. All right. Oh, yes. Oh, and more. Colin says, oh, yes, of course, and more. Treasure box incoming, guys. Incoming. All right, guys. I'll catch you tonight. Have a good one. Peace.
Watch the cash burn, land fade. A new world rises. We've made the trade. The robots are rising. ICE taking the crown. But we're the ones that won't back down.
Bet.